What's up, growers? It's Mark the Gardener, and right now in southeast Michigan, it is early spring, late March, which means the weather's getting warmer, it's getting a lot wetter, and the spring annuals are starting to pop, which means it's time to plant some onions. Now some of you may be wondering why I'm planting my onions so early in such a cold zone, zone 6B. My reasons for doing that are onions can be a very cold tolerant plant. They don't need crazy warm temperatures to grow. They can tolerate the cold and a bit of frost. So I'm not really too concerned about them dying from a sudden cold snap. Second reason is my area. Southeast Michigan, especially the area around Detroit where I live, is slightly warmer and wetter than the rest of Michigan. Why? I don't know, but that means I get a slightly earlier growing season. The third reason is Michigan is set to have its warmest April on record according to a few studies. So I may be taking a risk, but if I can start my growing season earlier, I'm gonna take it. Hence why I'm planting my onions right now. Now there are a few different ways that you can grow onions. One, you can grow them from seeds, that's the obvious one. I'm actually starting a few indoors right now with limited success. The other two ways are from sets or bulbs. Now, right now in my area, none of the retailers are offering sets right now because it's way too early in the season. Usually you can find those in the summer, not in the early spring. So that's why I decided to go with this variety pack of bulbs I got from a big box store. Now for bed preparation, I've gone ahead and I made this very simple, very cheap raised bed out of pavers. And all I did was fill it with a few bags of potting mix and composted manure and topped it with some straw. And it is really starting to rain right now, so I better hurry up. Now for planting, I'm going to be going with the recommended spacing, which is 3 per square foot and about 1 inch deep. But since there's some bigger and smaller looking bulbs in here, I'll be doing the big bulbs in the 3 per square foot method, and then plant some of the smaller ones just kind of in between wherever, just to see what happens. First I'm going to separate the healthy looking bulbs from the not so healthy looking bulbs. Alright, that's most of the big ones separated. This guy already got started. As far as these smaller bulbs, I'm going to be mainly planting these in this back area. Maybe just grow them for green onions or whatever, but I'm going to be planting them pretty dense. So we'll see how this turns out. Alright, we're all planted up now. I'm very excited to see how this will turn out. This is my first time growing onions this way, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. If you have any comments or critiques, please let me know, because I am still very much a learner, not an educator at this point in my gardening journey. This is only my 4th season, but my first season having such a big open space to myself to experiment and grow in. So, if you liked the video, please subscribe, and of course, happy growing.